Okay, Algebra 1, here comes video 2 with these exponents and all these properties, right? Okay, so example 4 says, Adam is setting up for an outdoor concert. He places 3 square blankets near the band as shown in the picture. What is the area of blanket C, right? So we have 3 square blankets, right? 3 square blankets, A, B, and C. And we need to find the area of these of blanket C. What is the area of blanket C? So to do this problem, we're going to focus on blankets B, C, and then this rectangular region right here. That has an area of 12 yards squared. Okay, so really blanket A doesn't matter. Okay, all right. So first off, what is the area formula for a square? To find the area of a square, you need to take the side length and square it. Again, because it's just like a rectangle, but all the sides are the same. So base times height would be S times S. S times S is S squared. Now to find the area of a rectangle, it is base times height. Because again, in a rectangle, your base and height are different lengths. So base times height. Okay, so let's focus on blanket B first. So blanket B has an area of 8 yards squared. Okay, so to find the side length of square B, we're going to take the side length of B squared equals the area of B, right? So the side length of B squared would be 8. And to get rid of this squared, we're going to raise both sides to the 1/2 power. We should know that a power raised to a power is going to multiply. If I want to get rid of this squared, I can multiply by its reciprocal and it becomes a 1. So this right here, this will become 1. So I'll get the side length of B, and over here it's just 8 to the 1/2 power. That's the side length of B. Now, how's that going to help me? Well, the side length of B is right here and right here. It's also the base of the rectangle, side length of B. So now, the side length of C, which I really want to find so I can find the area, the side length of C, here and here, is also the height of this rectangle. So knowing one side of this rectangle and the 12, I can find an expression, or I think an answer for the side length of C, and use it to find the area of C. So again, this is kind of a multi-step problem, yes? So now I'm going to change gears. I'm going to go to green because the rectangle's in green. So we're going to do the area of the rectangle. So this is for the rectangle, R, rectangle. So area equals 12 yards squared. So we know the area is base times height. So the base times the height equals 12. But I know that the base, this is the base, and this is the base, this is the height. I know that the base is the side length of B. So I'm going to take this 8 to the 1/2 and plug it in for B. So 8 to the 1/2 times H equals 12. I'm going to divide both sides by 8 to the 1/2, divide both sides by 8 to the 1/2 to get H by itself. And there's the height, 12 over 8 to the 1/2 power. Now, this height is also the length of the side of the square C. So this is also the side of C. And now I'm going to come over here and do some blue to work with C. So for C, the area is X yards squared. So I know that the side length of C squared is equal to X, right, the area. Well, I know the side length of C is this. So I'm going to take 12 over 8 to the 1/2, square it, and that'll give me X. Well, there is a rule, okay? There's a rule. I'll put it up here, right? If you're going to take something over something, so a fraction, and you're going to square it, then you actually distribute that squared to both the top and bottom. So it's going to be A squared over B squared. So this is going to be 12 squared over 8 to the 1/2 squared. this will be 144 over, and we talked about this, right? When you have a power raised to a power, you multiply. 1/2 times 2, those are reciprocal, so they're going to cancel. You just get 8. And that's the area. And when you divide 144 by 18, or by 8, you get 18. And that's going to be the area, 18 yards squared. So that is definitely a complicated problem. Okay. All right, and let's do one more here. Let the fun continue. Here we go. Now we have a terrarium A and a terrarium B are cubes. Uh-oh, cubes, right? Cubes are 3-dimensional. The side length of terrarium A is twice the side length of terrarium B. What is the value of x? So this statement right here, the side length of terrarium A is twice the side length of terrarium B. That's very important, and they want x. And of course, x is this exponent right here for the volume of terrarium A. Notice we're talking about volume because it's 3-dimensional. Area is 2D, like in the last problem, with a blanket that's flat. Terrarium's cubes are 3D. So again, let's be focused that this is A and this is B. Let's talk about cubes for a second. So in a cube, you have this shape, right? The sides are all the same, so to find the volume of a cube, you just take the side and you cube it, because it's side times side times side. So this is important. Okay. Now again, I want to underline this. I'll do it in blue. I want to underline the side length of terrarium A is twice the side length of terrarium B. The side length of terrarium A is twice the side length of terrarium B. This equation comes directly from that. Is means equals, and twice means times 2. So over here, okay, I can create some expressions for the volume of terrarium A and the volume of terrarium B. All right. So let's do terrarium A in green. All right. So if I take the side length of A and cube it, I'll get the volume of A. Well, I don't know what the side length of A is, but I do know that the volume of A is 2 to the x. And if I want to solve this, right, if I want to solve this for the side length of A, just like I raised it to the 1/2 power in the last problem, to get rid of this 3, I'll raise it to the 1/3 power. So over here, the 3 and the 1/3 cancel because they're reciprocals. So you get the side length of A by itself. And over here, you're going to multiply the x and the 1/3 because it's a power to a power. This is 2. X goes to the top. That'd be 1x, or x over 3. Okay. So now, if you can see what we're going to do, we're going to take this and plug it in right here. Okay. And now, let's do the side length of B. So for the side length of terrarium B, we'll do B in purple. It's going to be equal to the side length of B cubed equals the volume of B. So we don't know what the side length of B is, but we do know that the volume of B is 2. And now we're going to, again, take it to the 1/3 power, 1/3 power. Those cancel. The side length of B is equal to 2 to the 1/3. And now I'm going to take this and plug it in right there, because it's equal to the side length of B. So let's return to blue. So this is 2 to the x over 3 equals 2 times 2 to the 1/3. So notice this is pretty good because I have all 2's. Now you can't have 2 2's on one side and 2 on the other side. You have to have one like base on both sides. So we can combine these two because it's a like base times a like base. Add their exponents. So this is 2 to the x over 3 equals 2 to the 1 plus 1/3. And now I have like bases, so I can drop the bases. So let's use orange now. I can drop the 2's, and now I can say x over 3 equals 1 plus 1 over 3. You only have one denominator, which is a 3, so that's your LCD. So multiply everything by 3. So I'm going to come over here. So this is 3x over 3 equals 3 plus 3 over 3. The 3's cancel. You have x equals, and this is 3 plus 1. And 3 plus 1 is 4. And there is your value of x, 4. Okay. So again, another complicated problem. But when it comes down to it, can you remember that x to the 1 over n equals the nth root of x? Can you remember that? And can you remember that if you take x to the 1 over n and you raise it to the nth power, you're just going to get x, because these are reciprocals. Perfect. Okay, thanks for watching these longer videos. Sorry, I know it's a tough way to open up topic 6, but we made it. Good work.